Hello guys, how you all doing? Welcome back to a new lesson. In today's class we are going to be making this rose spiral sleeve. Okay, I saw it on the streets of Instagram and I decided, okay, let me give it a try, and I want to do it in your presence even though you are not here right now. Okay, this is my first time of trying it, so let us do it together. So the first thing you need is your basic sleeve. So here I had to use a contrasting color so that you know which one is which. So here I have a satin fabric, then I used the lightest interfacing just to make it stable. Okay, so once I got that, this is the front, this is the back. Then with this crease, I know that is the middle. Then you get the middle again. So I have 10 inches here. Okay, so I'll get 5. So I already have a mark at that 5. So now let's get started. So this will be the lining for the sleeve, and I'll be using this light lining also to make the spiral, the rose spiral design. Since I'm just trying it out, so I don't need to use something, but I know it will come out nice. So now I just got a little fabric, so let's say about half yard, although it is square. Okay, so I'm going to just place the middle of this. So this is the middle, you could highball it, so which is somewhere around here, and then I match it to the middle here. So you could just use a needle, I said needle, a pin at that point, puncture it at the middle and just leave it hanging like that. It's just for us to hold it down. So what do we now do? We now start forming the spiral design. Then don't forget you will need your invisible thread and your needle. Okay, the reason why you should use invisible thread is there's going to be a lot of tacking. Okay, so and then you need a lot of pins too, so that's why you need your invisible thread. So at that point I'm just going to pick a little and start rotating it this way. So you could use this hand to put it down, then you rotate again. So you put it down again, you still need more because this is the end, it's not transparent enough. Let's say you are using a fabric like organic organza, then that will be transparent enough to see what is going on there. Okay, I think with this I'm okay, and then I can now start adjusting with my hands. Then how much volume you want it to come up by depends on your preference. So then I can start pinning. Okay, so you can see you can just adjust with your hand. So in between all those spiral form, just put your pin there, so you can see. So you can see in between it, I'm trying to pin it down. So you take your time. So I'm trying to make sure the spirals are still there. So you work with your pin a lot. Okay. So I think I'll leave it at that for now. So I think it's okay like this. So let me start forming the others. So now you see all these spiral form. Oh, all this spiral form now, I'll now start tracing it out. Okay. So like this. So this comes this way. This one comes this way. So like pleats. Then this one here comes this way, and this one comes this way. So can you see how the pleat is forming? So you can see that. So I'm now going to pin it down to the edge of the sleeve. So this is the sleeve here. So I'll make sure it's closer to the edge. Can you see? And this. So I'm going to rearrange this part. So that's how I'll keep forming it. it's not really difficult because the fabric I'm using is not transparent. So let's say you are using like organza, organdie, so those ones will be transparent. Okay, so now this is the head of the sleeve. You can see that's where I am now. So I'll just keep pleating. So it's not compulsory you have to use a transparent fabric. So that is how I'm going to trace the pleats all around. So you are pinning to the edge of the sleeve, as you can see that. This is what it looks like. Okay. So this is it. So the next thing now is for me to tack it down. So I can say where that is where the work is. So you can see it on the other side, what I've pinned. Okay. So after I've sewn it all down with the invisible thread, then we can now cut it off. So you can see once you have pinned it down, it will form very well. So now I'm just going to fix my invisible thread in the needle so that I can start stacking. So my needle and invisible thread is ready. So I later changed to the 0.25 invisible thread. Okay, so that's a bit thicker. So I'm just going to start tacking it down. So you can start from here, from anywhere, however you want it. Okay, so I can start from underneath. So the good thing about invisible thread is however you tack it, it's just going to stay and it won't show. Okay, because it's quite long. Okay, so I'll just tack like twice, then I'll move to another place. Good. So I've secured these parts now. Okay, then the next thing, when you are trying to move to another place, you go underneath, because here now I came out, so I have to go back in, so that you save the stress or having your thread showing on the right side. So you go under. So from underneath now, I just finished this place. From underneath, I'll go to another place very close to the edge of the main basic sleeve you are working with. Can you see? Then I continue tacking. So that's how I'm going to tack it all up. So another thing I'm doing again is that by the time I tack each one, I remove the pin, so I know where I have worked on. Okay, so now I've secured these parts, I'll remove the pin. So looking at it, all this part has been secured. Can you see? Can you see? So that's how I do it to keep everything intact. You can see here is fully intact. So let me just tack it down all around. So now this is the last part now on the lower one. So I've successfully tacked it down. So the next one now is for me to cut that off and start tacking all these points down. Okay. So just imagine using organza or any lovely fabric. You will see how beautiful it's going to come out, because I love it already. So this is what it all looks like. On the wrong side, this is what it looks like. Okay, so the next thing now is for me to just tack this down. Let me tie this. So now I can just trim. Even since I've tacked it down, I can just trim it off. So can you see what we have? So beautiful. So just imagine you made use of organza. It's going to come out nice. I'm really happy with the way it came out. Can you see? First thing I'm going to do now is to make sure the right side of this lining is facing the right side. And first I'm going to sew 1/2 inch down here. So I've sewn 1/2 inch here. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to open it up this way. So right side unfold, and then I'm just going to sew down 1/2 inch or whatever seam allowance you left from here straight down. I've sewn it down this way. So the next thing is to now bring it all out. What it looks like. You can see how beautiful this came out. All I'm going to do now is to just overlock this upper part, okay? So you can see how beautiful this is. This is the outcome of the sleeve. You can see how beautiful it looks like. Please ensure you make this with your dresses. I remain your girl Bilikis, and please make sure you share this video, subscribe, and don't forget to like. Bye guys.